Hi guys, what's going on everybody? It's JB here with episode 102 of this Burnley career mode, and my goodness me, we've won the League Cup, we're 10 points above Manchester United, and we have a game in hand, and that's against Norwich tonight. Unbelievable stuff. So what a game this was promising to be. Remember, we've battled well against Norwich before in two previous games already this season in the League Cup, and of course an early Premier League game, so this was always going to be tough. But going back to the League Cup win, that was terrific. A wonderful finish it really was, and I'm really pleased that we got the victory over the line. It was actually quite a comfortable victory as it turned out. But we're back at the turf. League Cup already banked. We're looking to win the Premier League as quickly as we could. Norwich, they're fighting, of course, against relegation from the Premier League, so they were gonna have their own agendas to play for as well. So everything was set up for what actually turned out to be a quite dramatic match, which Norwich played their part in. Let's enjoy the highlights of Burnley against Norwich. Well, this is nothing better than early March, mild evening at Turf Moor. The lights are on. There's Mario Balotelli, and that's the tale of two teams. 14 goals conceded, the best in the League from Burnley, but 17 goals scored is the worst in the Premier League for Norwich, who will have to go some if they're going to get out of any mischief or any trouble they've got at the bottom end of the Premier League table. The Burnley lineup as follows: Tom Heaton in goal for us, and then it's Trippier, Shawcross, May and Taylor, the usual back four. And then it's Gray, Hughes, Davis and Shearer. So it's a couple of changes from the cup final team. And Dembele and Balotelli. In fact, Dembele is the third change from the cup final team. Ings is down on the bench alongside Tammy Abraham. Well, Norwich City, they pushed Burnley all the way when they visited here earlier on. That was in early January when the snow and conditions were brilliant. Angus Goodwho played terrifically well in that game. He's in goal. Then it's Young, Zinnerman, Hanley and Angelino. And then Stepperman and Tetty, the two holders, with Kone, Pritchard and Whale shut. Pritchard and Whale shut up in the middle, through the centre of the midfield, and Oliveira up front. Ray Paulson, the man in charge. This is Oliveira to Alex Pritchard. Ikone. Oh, he's got through. A corner towards Wildshut, but good handling there by Tom Heaton, and it had to be as we come up towards a quarter of an hour gone. Just about finds Ben Mee, that one. That wasn't a lot to spare there. Dembele. Rest start for him tonight. This is Pritchard to Oliveira to Ikone. Good tackle there by Charlie Taylor, very swiftly. Now Tom Davis. Pressed from the bench and is impressed from the start in some of his starts he's performed. Trippier, who came so close to scoring against Manchester United at Wembley, scored against Liverpool the other week. Here's Tom Davis with a chance, and it's ricocheted off the outside of the post, and it's bounced out for a throw. Would you believe it? Well, there's the opportunity for Tom Davis again. Struck it sweetly. Angus Gunn beat a mile, and it just bounces off the frame of the goal. Burnley corner. 28 minutes gone. Sheller with it. Header one. And this time an easy one for Angus Gunn there to take possession of as we come to half an hour gone. And this is Balotelli. Oh, he was tripped. No, not at all. He was tripped by Grant Hanley, and the referee will book him for that. Ex-Blackburn, of course. Grant Hanley. Right through the back of Balotelli. And a free kick in a very promising position here. Angus Gunn making sure that the wall is kosher. Balotelli with it. Mario Balotelli! Oh, he's hit this! Well, it's smashed up against the centre of the crossbar and bounced away. That's great to Trippier. Good football this. 5 minutes to half time. Trippier's crosses a brilliant one, and in comes Sheller to score the opening goal. Lovely move from Burnley, and the hard work and enterprise deserves that goal. The Turf Moor fans absolutely cock-a-hoop. There's the replay. Trippier again with a wonderful cross. And Shearer making no mistake at the far post, away from Yara. And Angus Gunn doesn't have a price at that point. right into that corner, and Burnley right into the lead. An unbalanced of play after 42 minutes. Richly deserved. It's his 4th goal this season. Almost 10 minutes gone in the second half. This is Will Hughes for Burnley. Now Balotelli, a bit of space to work into. Balotelli, oh, he's hit the post. That's 3 times in the game. Now Burnley have hit the woodwork, and that's twice Balotelli's hit the woodwork. He hit the bar from a free kick in the first half. He's hit the post now, but this is Akoni at the other end for Norwich. They should be well beaten at this point, but here's Charlie Taylor. How is it only 1-0 in this game? This is Pritchard to Oliveira. And Oliveira now for Norwich. Oliveira's shot and palmed away by Tom Heaton. Oh my goodness me. And that's all of a sudden starting to make a little fight of it here, Norwich. Teti comes off and Varencic is going to come on. Wow. This is some game, I have to tell you. Stipperman with the corner. Varencic is in there. A chance to goal! Oliveira's got it! 1-1. And Burnley paid the price of their missed chance, and in came Oliveira onside, tucks the ball into the back of the net. Heaton is beaten, and all of a sudden it's 1-1. We have a game on here, folks, and the lads have really got to up their game now because the opposition Norwich have equalised. Here's a chance for Wildshot. Wildshot shot, good save, and away by Gray. Incidentally, Oliveira's getting the equaliser as Gray tries to hold off Pritchard. Goal kick. A corner over, but that was Oliveira's first goal of the season, amazingly, as Ferguson comes off. Or rather, Hanley comes off and Ferguson comes on.
Substitution for Burnley.
My apologies there, but it's a corner now. Sherlock coming off for Burnley. And Jack Corp will now take his place with 68 minutes of the game elapsed. Pritchard with the corner. It's a good corner from Pritchard, but it's knocked away this time. Zimmerman will try and return it with interest. Stipperman is there too. Pritchard is also in there too. That's a good boy there towards Nelson Oliveira. Gets his shot in, deflects off Ben Mee for a corner. And now everything is on Norwich's side as Pritchard comes off and young Madison comes on. We'll have to see what impression he makes, and it's well shot with the corner. 20 forward in canary yellow. That's a deep corner. Heaton getting a fist on that, and that might go into touch. Or will Yara keep it in? He will keep it in. Yara did well there, and he's done well there to get down the left hand side. Pass 2 infield to Stipperman. Madison is there. This is Madison. Ikone, Stipperman, Ikone, chance here, Madison. Madison couldn't get the shot off. I think he's offside anyway. Burnley really living on their tenderhooks here as we now go into the last quarter of an hour as Will Hughes comes off and Stephen Defoe comes on as Burnley look to try and sink Norwich here. Balotelli, he's through this time. Balotelli, oh well, it was his shirt being pulled. The referee plays on, and I think it's just hit the side netting from Mario Balotelli. Not a lot to spare really. Struck it well enough, Mario Balotelli, and in fact it hit the angle of post and crossbar. Well, off comes Mario Balotelli, on comes Danny Ings now. As Burnley look to try and win the game. Just not been Balotelli's evening really. Yara, Akone. 10 minutes of this riveting contest to play. Here's Shawcross for Burnley. Dembele. Here's Ings. He's through this time. Danny Ings for Burnley. Oh, he's fluffed his lines. Oh dear. Well, this was the biggest chance for Burnley, and he smashed it wide. Would you believe it? Burnley denied again. 4 minutes to play. Angelino now for Norwich. They might feel they can win it here. Still great skills from Angelino. Oliveira, he scored again! That's his second goal this season, and they've both come here tonight. And could they be the goals that win the game for Norwich City? He embraces Daniel Fauke, the manager. And the Canaries go mad. They're looking to points at the bottom of because they're at the bottom of the Premier League. They need points to try and get out of a relegation scrap. And they may have put Burnley right back in their place here and given the chasing pack an opportunity to close the gap on the Clarets. It's not turning into a good night so far for them. What about that? Oliveira, he hasn't scored until tonight and he's got 2 in 1 half. And it could well be key goals for Norwich that if they, in their attempts and their heroic efforts to stay in the Premier League. But here's Gray. Good rippling run. Still Gray. Yes, he's done it! A beautiful individual goal by Gray. 2-2. Great run. Terrific run. And from the penalty spot, smashes it past Angus Gunn. And Burnley have saved themselves a point. 2-2. What a game we've had here at Turf Moor tonight. And the fans have had value for money, that is for sure. 6th goal of the season, but more important than that, it's 2 each. Oliveira, Norwich are still not finished yet. Oliveira was on for a hat-trick. He might set one up though. But there it is, time is up. And Burnley will be pleased to have got away with a point really, because up until 2 minutes ago they were losing. They took the lead and then Oliveira got a brace. And then all of a sudden, we should have put Burnley in front, then Oliveira got a brace. And then right at the end, Amari Gray cut it in, made it 2-2. Burnley dropped 2 points, but what an entertaining game, and how well Norwich played too. Final score here at Turf Moor, Burnley 2, Norwich City 2. Well, I said it was dramatic, and well, it turned out to be. Burnley denied a win there, but Norwich could have won themselves. They are fighting to stay in the league, and they gave themselves half a chance in the end, but they just didn't get it over the line. Otherwise, I think they might have been back in the fight to stay off relegation. That late goal from Gray really did put the end, but it was a great game. It had everything in it: drama, suspense, shots hitting the woodwork, great goals. Schürrle's, Oliveira's took his 2 goals well, and then the best goal I thought was the final one from Amari Gray when he cut in from the right, beat 2 or 3 men, and then just lashed the shot in by the penalty spot, and it saved us a point. And now we're 11 points clear. We've got 12 games left to play, so there's still a long way to go yet, but if we can win at least 7 or 8 of those games, I think we can safely say that the title will be ours come the end. But that brings us to the end of episode 102. My goodness me, the games come thick and fast. Another Premier League game for us next up in episode 103, when we have to go to South Wales to take on Swansea. The team who had already beaten us already this season. Chelsea we've got in the quarterfinals. Fulham have got Reading, Stoke have got Bournemouth, and Swansea with Arsenal. So that's it for episode 102. Join us for the Swansea game and episode 103 very soon. But for me, JB, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.